Welcome to our next episode on science and spirituality, near-death experiences, exploring heavens and the afterlife, part 5 of a multi-part series. For centuries, humans have had a mystical curiosity about the afterlife. We have many questions and always wonder what is there for us after we leave this physical body and journey beyond death. Today, we have the incredible privilege of hearing firsthand from people who have had near-death experiences, or NDEs. These individuals have visited the other side and are here to share their life-changing experiences with us. According to the National Institute of Health, nearly 9 million United States citizens from religious and non-religious backgrounds have had a near-death experience and found themselves in an encounter with the divine. In this series, we will explore their NDEs and hear about their personal experience of meeting God and traveling to the afterlife. Margarita Ferrer Torres began to feel weak and fell to the ground with a terrible headache on November 4th, 2000. Her sister rushed her to the hospital, and the tests revealed she was having a stroke. Margarita spent the next 6 weeks in the hospital on the verge of death. During this time, her soul traveled to various locations across Earth and heavenly abodes. In one experience, after Margarita began to travel back to her body, she heard a powerful voice, filled with peace and tranquility, say,
"Go to your world, it is not your time yet, and tell the earth that everything happens if I want, to be thankful for every step they take, to look up at heaven and thank me."
She saw a figure dressed in a beautiful, radiant white robe, but she could not see his face. The being then gave her another message.
"You will go around the world telling my testimony, which I made you experience. In your hands you will have the gift of healing, but the one who doesn't believe, you will not be able to do anything for them."
Her soul then entered back into her body lying in the hospital bed, and she saw the monitors near her bedside begin to stabilize. However, Margarita's soul experiences do not end there. In September 2020, 9 months after being discharged from the hospital, she was visited by a man in her dream.
"I was sent to speak to you. You have to say that there are 3 years left, and no more," said the man. "But 3 more years for what?" Margarita asked him. "I don't know," he said. "I don't know, but that's what you have to say, that there are 3 years left, and no more."
Three years from that date would be September 2023. What will happen during 2023? Maybe we can gain insights from another near-death experience that occurred in 2022 by a man from the Ivory Coast. Oliver operated a small warehouse business, and on February 20th, 2022, the warehouse was destroyed by a fire. Upon receiving the news, he went into a state of shock, and his heart stopped. Oliver's soul then left his body. He could see the scene from above, as his wife was frantically praying over him, and his children were trying to wake him up. Oliver then saw himself on top of a gigantic mountain, and an angelic winged being flew up to greet him, saying,
"Peace be unto you. Your Lord, your God, has sent me to you."
The winged angelic being told Oliver that he had come with a message directly from God, and only because of his loving wife's prayers was he able to make it past the malevolent powers attempting to prevent its delivery.
That's when I realized that our prayers on earth truly do work.
God's message.
He told me that God has heard all of our calls for help, and that He understood how the year 2022 has been a very tough year for us. He claimed that humanity, in our own obstinacy in defiantly disobeying His precepts, were the root causes of the suffering and calamities that had occurred during this year.
The angelic being stated that those who were righteous and obedient to God's laws would no longer share the same suffering as those who disobeyed Him.
He declared that those who were upright would not be tormented by the plague or any other unpleasant visitation from the adversary. According to him, God has decreed that only those who follow His light will be blessed with health and prosperity in 2023. He said that people who have disobeyed the Lord and chosen to serve other gods will not be able to take advantage of this blessing that has been promised.
Oliver then woke up in the hospital, where he was receiving treatment for his condition. Is God using near-death experiences as a tool to give us a final warning before it is too late? Many near-death experiencers are returning from their soul journey with cautionary tales about future calamities if we do not immediately change our violent ways. Jennifer Morris went into a coma in January of 2022 after complications with spinal surgery. While in the emergency room, she floated out of her body and found herself in a grayish-white space with 2 large golden orbs and 10 deceased members of her family. The large golden orbs then began to communicate with her, telling her about the many different levels a being can go to after death, based on the deeds of their life and mysteries of the universe.
Based on the type of person that we are here on Earth, how kind and loving we are to even strangers, and what we've done with our life, if it's a positive life of helping others, you seem to go to a better level. They couldn't tell me everything about the universe, because if I was able to come back to Earth, I physically would not be able to handle it. Like my brain cannot physically handle all that information.
Jennifer was then shown a vision of a catastrophe on Earth.
They are not happy with our creation and the state of the world. They want things to change. It would ruin land, it would pull away land, and it would affect the majority of the world. This is how deep this cavern would be. Most of the land would be gone, along with us.
Jennifer believes she was shown this horrific event to get a message back to the people of Earth.
I think they're trying to get this message through, that we need to stop all this horrific things that we do to each other, the crime, just awful things that we do as humans. Even what we're thinking, we need to stop it, and we need to follow what is written in the Bible, what is wanted of us. And we really, at this point, need to take it to heart, because a vast, enormous amount of the population could just disappear.
Jennifer shares a final message of hope.
We have to look inward. We have to stop all this discord. Just start listening to your heart and your instincts, because this world can be saved. We can be saved.
Is it possible that Jennifer Morris was shown the after effects of the nuclear explosion to go off in 2023, predicted by the Lady Prophet Baba Vanga? Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, recently discussed this prediction on her phone call with a member of the Supreme Master television team, titled Countries with Most Karma, Humans Must Pray for Forgiveness, on January 31st, 2023.
Baba Vanga, the Lady Prophet, predicted a solar tsunami and also a nuclear explosion will go off in 2023. The toxic clouds will be seen over Asia, and the solar tsunami will fatally destroy the Earth's magnetic field, causing blackouts and communication failures.
I did read about that. Heaven told me it will be in North Korea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The explosion will be in North Korea.
Oh.
And I asked why. I said, North Korea, why? Somebody will come and bomb North Korea with nuclear weapons. They say, no. Nobody wants to bomb North Korea anyway. They still hope to make peace and negotiate peacefully. So if they even take my humble advice, I think I want to tell the North Korean leaders and the government there, please don't touch nuclear power. Don't develop any nuclear tech because your people might not have enough talent, might not have enough knowledge or technical advancement to develop nuclear weapons. And it might, because an accident and you blow your own country up.
Wow.
That's what they told me.
Wow.
Heaven told me. So I advise them, please don't do anything with nuclear power. Better not.
Wow.
Just be vegan, repentant, make peace. Ask God for forgiveness, okay? That's included. Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. That's to show you are repentant, you U-turn. Killing karma will add more and more karma, and it will punish you, torture you in hell, no end.
Our eternal gratitude to the most cherished Supreme Master Ching Hai for sharing the only way to prevent any other catastrophic events from occurring, and a way for us to avoid eternal suffering in hell.
Human cruelty knows no limits, and one needs immense courage and a will of iron to help others understand that animals are made of flesh and blood like us, that they suffer the same pains as us, that they deserve the same respect as us, and that their continuous slaughter should not be part of human entertainment. Bridget Bardot, vegetarian.
Loving viewers, thank you for joining us today for Near-Death Experiences, Exploring Heavens and the Afterlife, Part 5 of a multi-part series.